Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Vibing After Dark _ with Mo. And if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button? And if you're a returning subscriber, how about sending it to a family or a friend so they can vibe out with us? And please, 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 make sure you like this video. That helps out a lot, and thanks in advance. Alright you guys, so as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be giving you an update of what's been going on with Miss Reesa Teesa and Legion. Well, Jerome, aka Legion. Then I'm going to be talking about Charlemagne the guy on the Breakfast Club said something mean about Ressa, and T.S. Madison jumped in to defend her. Then they all had some big, back and forth going on. Just Hilarious jumped in. So now T.S. and Just Hilarious is getting into it. And last but not least, Reesa did her, I think it's her very first interview since her telling her story on Tamron Hall show. So let's get into it. So the first video that I want to play, this came out maybe like 3 or 4 days ago. That was an update that she was giving the people to confirm, like, she did talk to the real brother, Chris, and Chris confirmed and gave her the okay to say whatever she needed to say, tell her he had her back, and things like that.
New update. Today is Monday, February 26, 2024. Earlier today, Legion's older brother, Chris, reached out to my friend, Tracy Tripp, an attorney here in Metro Atlanta. He called her firm to ask how he can get in contact with me. Tracy, being the friend that she is, basically had the attitude of, I don't know you. You're going to have to verify. Remember, trust, but verify. Chris did exactly that. On the phone, he verified, because I was on speakerphone when she called me, that he was in fact the older brother. I felt comfortable. I called him from my personal phone. I called him at 2:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He and I spoke, and there were 2 things that he asked for me to clear up. Here it is. Number 1, Legion's mother passed away first. His father passed away a few years later. It was at the father's funeral that Legion brought his ex-wife, and apparently there was an altercation of some kind between Legion and his older brother. They have not seen each other since the father's funeral. The information that I initially gave in my 50-part series was that they have not seen each other since the mother's funeral. So I want to clarify, they have not seen each other since the father's funeral. Secondly, Chris wanted me to also let you all know that their parents, though they are passed away, the parents did everything they could to get Legion psychiatric help. At one point, they were taking him to different therapists and psychologists. He's been diagnosed as a kid with both bipolar and schizophrenia. I did not know this. Chris informed me today, Monday, February 26th, during that phone call, that their father came out of retirement to help pay for the medications. And as Legion got older, he refused to take them. Did not know that. I say all this to say that Chris gave me permission to go ahead and relay this message to everyone to clear up some things that were said in the 50-part series. He also had a message for me. He said, we support you. The family is not mad at you. We've known how he is for years. You can expose that motherfucker. So thank you, Chris. I told him I would make this video to clarify exactly what he said. And he told me that if you or any friends know the family personally up in Philly, Chris has a message for you. The captain is loose. Apparently, you all should know what that means if you know the family. I say all this to say, again, I take responsibility and be accountable for the series that I put out, that 50-part series. So if I said something that was incorrect, I have no issue making sure that I correct it as best I can. However, let me be very clear, ladies and gentlemen. I know what my ex-husband put me through. I cannot speak for anyone else. I can only speak on my experience. I realize that this story sounds absolutely outrageous, but it's true. I filmed it the way I did for a reason, because it's true. I gave you details because it's true, and I stand on that. You all have a wonderful day.
So y'all heard the diagnosis that she said came from his brother that he had ever since he was a child. And that's sad that his mental issues had to be like publicized, but it is what it is. And I hope he can get back on his meds and or see a counselor, whatever he needs to do to get, back on track. So he came out after all of this, and this is what he had to say about the whole situation.
Something about somebody you dating, ask. Stop trying to Google them or trying to find out stuff. And if they tell you right now, it ain't necessarily none of your business, maybe you should just leave it alone. Everything ain't your business all the time about everybody. Every detail of their personal life when you first meet is not your business. It takes time and years to get to know somebody that way sometimes. Please allow the process to be the process and don't try to just dive in, because what you can do is end up putting your foot in your mouth and looking real stupid at the end of the day for saying something, making a comment about something you don't even know. So again, allow a relationship to progress, allow a person to tell you in their own time. Don't go digging, because you never know what you might find. And then honestly, there's two sides to every story, so don't just sit there trying to Google people all the time, because Google wrong most of the time. Come on, man. Talk to the person you with. Stop all that foolishness, man.
So basically, this man is telling y'all, don't believe everything that you hear on the internet, but we know his condition, so, you know. But Reesa also came out and gave another update, because a lot of people were saying she made like $400,000. She made this amount of money and that amount of money. So she came online to explain that she didn't make nearly as much as what everybody was saying, because her page got banned for a while and whatever. I'm going to just let y'all, listen to what she had to say, because I'm probably saying the wrong words. And before I even let y'all listen, I just want to apologize already, because she had music playing in the background, and y'all know when the music plays copyright, so I play my music over it. So hopefully y'all can ignore my music the best way you know how to actually listen to what she said. I'm sorry again.
Stories about the amount of money that I've made on TikTok with this whole Who the Fuck Did I Marry series is wildly inaccurate, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So when I started the series, I was not yet in the creator fund. I didn't get approved for it until like midway into the series, right? So all the videos I did beforehand, the stories about the amount of money weren't even counted for the creator fund. And then it's only counted based off of the eligible views. So if you do the math, it's not that much. But here's the kicker. Guess who got suspended out of the creator fund? Yep. I got suspended because I had multiple violations, because I had weren't even counted for the uploaded some of the videos in the series, and you can't do that. So for the next 30 days, I am not making any money from the videos. I am merely making these videos from the heart. So I am suspended. But the good news is, in my mind, I have an idea for like a series of videos. It will not be 50 parts, but just uploaded something that I can document and talk to you guys about, and again, upload it all at once. So I was going to do it sooner rather than later, but now that I'm suspended, I'm gonna just wait out my 30 days. But I'm gonna do my 30 days like a woman, and then I'll be back at submitting all kinds of videos and you name it, playlists, all kinds of stuff. But so for the people who think I've made 80 something thousand, something that I can win 100,000, 300,000, I am so sorry to disappoint you, but the actual number is nowhere near. I am not quitting my day job.
So y'all heard what she had to say, and I'm sure she made pretty good before they even suspended her account. But, she'll get that back, because that's like a forever green video that people probably always want to watch stories like that. So I know I enjoyed it. Like I said in one of my comments, I'm sad that these women go through that, but those type of videos, those long form type of videos that keep me interested while I'm at work, they really do me some good. So I enjoyed it. Okay, so in the midst of this story going viral, y'all know on The Breakfast Club, they talk about like hot topics. So Just Hilarious was given the backstory of what went on. Charlemagne called Reesa a big back, said she's giving big back energy. Now, a lot of people was not feeling it. T.S. Madison called them out on it. And so let me play y'all how that went.
So T.S. Madison threatens Charlemagne for his big back comment.
Oh my God, no.
Yes, that's what I said. I was like, oh my God, you should be real scared. Last week, I reported on the viral TikTok series, Who the F Did I Marry by Reesa Teesa. And for those who may not be familiar, this is the woman who had an exclusive series on TikTok and shared all the lies her ex-husband told her and how she believed them. Charlemagne shared his opinion on the story when I reported it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Sheila
did.
was beautiful though.
Yeah, no. You talked about the big back, not the face.
Yeah, you're right.
She's cool.
What's your thing with big backs?
No, I'm just saying, because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all got to stop being so thirsty for a man. There's a man out there for you, okay? This woman believed all of this because she wanted to believe all of this. Big back belief? isn't like everybody else's belief. Okay, she said it herself. He said everything I wanted to hear. She wanted to believe whatever was coming out of his mouth because she wanted a man so bad.
Okay, so T.S. Madison, a self-proclaimed big backer, she publicly checked in on the rest of the Big Back Brigade to see how she should respond, and she said, hashtag big back people, including me. Y'all letting Charlemagne get away with that? Or are we caving his face in? Let me know.
Whoa.
Yep, there was no LOL, there was no emoji, there was no nothing. First of all, why nobody even talking to you? How you just include yourself into that? Now, if you were to say that to her, then what would happen?
Oh, they'd be calling for my head on social
What?
media.
I'm talking about social media
Not
in the
only that,
streets.
in the streets.
Everywhere.
They'll ask for you to be canceled, suspended, and all that.
It's like, what are we even talking about?
Well, let the record show, I didn't even know the young lady had a big back. Okay, I just said it sounded like big back behavior. And I know big back belief when I hear it.
Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Well,
So I don't know why the Big Back Brigade was upset at me.
well, I don't know how somebody just include themselves in it. Like, why are we?
I don't think she was serious though. Was she serious? That sounded like
I don't see no LOL.
The
I
beginning
don't
of it
see-
sounded like a joke to me.
Well, is she a friend? Did she call you up and say, I'm just playing?
No, I'm talking about the beginning when she said the big back people. What did she say?
She believes she has a big back. She said, hashtag big back people, including me.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke.
Are we caving in his face?
Yeah, don't do that, T.S. Madison. You know what I'm saying? Because just said it would. You know, if I was to make a tweet about a transgender like that and end it by saying, we caving their face in, social media would be calling for my head.
Absolutely.
So let's play nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's absolutely play
Let's
nice. But see, that's crazy because that's going to fly right up under the radar because, I guess she could say that. That's crazy. I don't understand.
So the people in the comments was like, low self-esteem behavior might be a better way to put it, because when I was in my 20s, 90 pounds soaking wet, I used to be like that too. It's given undeveloped frontal lobe. First things first, Reesa didn't deserve the backhanded comment to begin with. She's a beautiful soul and deserves happiness just like the rest of us. From what I gathered, some are saying that skinny women aren't insecure enough to end up with a legion. Somebody else was like, the big back comment was whatever it was, stupid, but basically calling her ugly as a mental health advocate is sad. Sheila was beautiful, okay? If she's not attractive to you, why announce it? It takes $0 to be kind. He definitely could have kept that comment. Now, if we describe Charlemagne as little blank energy, by the way he talks and comes for people, he would feel offended. All types of women get lied to. It's a mindset, not the way you look. And the last comment said, you missing the point of you disrespecting a lady and say she fell for the lies because she was a plus size big back, but skinny women get played as well, aka your wife. Guess she was desperate as well, huh? Okay, so after Just Hilarious said what she said, T.S. Madison started clapping back at Just Hilarious. But y'all know they already had their back and forth anyway about the transgender comments, and Just Hilarious went on Mona show, the Don't Call Me White Girl, and she was saying like a man thought she was a transgender and he wanted to mess with her just because he thought she was a transgender. But when he found out that she was a woman for real, like born woman, then he didn't want to mess with her again. So after she said that, T.S. Madison and her been going back and forth for a while. It kind of died down. Now that what Charlemagne said stemmed into all of this what's going on now.
T.S. Madison, she decided to address me on Fact Talk. Yeah, that's the name of the show. It's it's called Fact Talk. They look like Batman and Robin, just talking, running their mouth. Y'all can refer to her page if y'all would like to go hear what she said. I dare not play that on this radio here.
They were upset with the big back comments that Charlemagne made.
They were upset about the big back comments.
Nobody's really upset about the big back comments.
No, but she was more so upset that I didn't like the fact that she insinuated like an attack.
That she was going to...
Are we going to cave his face in? Yes. Let me know. Because if you or even I were to say that to her, it would be a crime. That's true. On and offline. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's the saying. But you took the shoe, you stuffed your fat ass foot in it, and toes couldn't breathe. So in other words, you reached.
So what do we do to smooth this over, Jess?
Excuse me? She's the confused pig in a blanket. I never misgendered you. But you decided to do that. She misgendered me.
But why is the gender thing even coming up? I thought this was about big back.
Listen, that's what I thought it was about that too. But she started talking about my exes. What that back got to do with your back?
I'm confused how the big back conversation got into all of this.
Yeah, because she used the situation to say things that she been wanted to say to me from the first time when she jumped out there online and she was made to look like a fool. How dare you say he hilarious? You got all this big nigga energy. You would know that better than I would know that because you live it every day. So that's not what we're going to do here, okay?
No.
You live it every day, and that energy will never be ladylike. So don't play with me. I keep telling y'all don't have to keep my name out your mouth, but y'all will not play with me. Watch it. And Kaya would be so disappointed in you. You done took so many reading lessons, and you still ain't even talking about you read. Write it over.
Okay, so that part was a little long. If y'all want to see it, y'all can go on Instagram on the Breakfast Club page, and it's all on there. But that kind of steered away from the real topic, which is the update on Reesa Teesa. So that's why I didn't play the whole thing, and this video is getting kind of long. But anyway, so Reesa is doing some big things. She went on Tamara Hall's show, and Tamara Hall was asking her like how she really felt about the negative comments. And in particular, she mentioned Charlemagne. She didn't say his name, but she said, the publication, basically the Breakfast Club, and him being, the big star he is, that his comment for the big back hurt her the most. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to the sneak peek, and it come out on March 4th, but this is the sneak peek.
Talking about my weight. And so it's things like that I'm like, Jesus, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve what I went through. So that was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality, because again, I'm more than just my weight, like, and not to mention that it's hard. I will admit this. I appreciate when I met both men and women who have said thank you. Because for me, it's like, okay, I know I'm getting attacked, but it did help somebody. When I hear someone that said, girl, I watched all 50 parts, I genuinely am humbled that someone took 500 minutes out of their life and watched the story that I went through. And my prayer is that, again, if there is a woman or man who's like, I want to be married, I want kids, I want this, and I need to have it right now, and something's wrong, but you're afraid to investigate because you're afraid that you might be wrong. And it's like, I'm here to say, look, it costs nothing to verify, but if you don't verify, honey, it may cost you everything.
So then the people in the comments up under that said, I hope the Breakfast Club watched this because it was his comment. She helped more people than she knows. Thank you. I'm glad she was invited somewhere to share her story without being called a big bat. She is very well spoken. I can appreciate her vulnerability. Someone else said, I love this for her. She had the internet in chokehold and I completed all parts in 3 days. It was a lot of red flags, but the fact that she told the story in such a way that kept those of us already invested pushing forward is genius. The negative comments stem from jealousy. All this lady did was tell her story. She's a brilliant storyteller. I can't wait to see the rest of the interview. Charlemagne's days is coming. Alright, y'all, so that was the update of Reesa Teesa and Legion and what they both got going on right now. And Legion is doing an interview on YouTube. Like, I did see somebody else post the YouTuber that he's doing an interview with. If I can find it again, then I might post it if another update comes about. But I'll be waiting to see that interview. I want to see what he have to say for real. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Charlemagne and his comment, what T.S. Madison and Charlemagne and Just Hilarious is going through. How do y'all feel about everything? Leave it in the comment section below. I'll do comment back, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.